Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, May 19th at Bryant and Stratton College. This is your instructor for Bus 100, Rod Hanson. Hope you guys are having a great Monday. I hope you had a super weekend and had a great time wherever you are located in this beautiful country of ours, okay? Welcome to week three. I wanted to take some time this morning and just review week three assignments, the expectations, and cover your big assignment in detail, the forms of business ownership assignment, that business structure project, I should say, is what it's called. But prior to that, let's begin with um, a quick review here. If you're missing anything from weeks one or two, please, you've got to get it submitted as soon as possible. Send me an email once that's done so I can get it graded, get the grade book current and up to date. You cannot get behind in this class. You've got to stay on track every single week, okay? It's so important. Not only my class, but any class you're in, but particularly this class. We have different topics every week. They're not even related from week to week, but they're totally different fun topics about basic business principles. That's what I love about this class. So this week we're talking about business structures, as you will quickly learn from your discussion and also your assignments this week, okay? So again, please, urgent response requested. If you're missing anything for weeks one and two, please get it turned in as soon as possible. Now, you have to understand on the discussions, if you miss the discussions, you are only allowed to turn in the main post. You cannot respond to other classmates because we're past weeks one and two discussion, but you still can at least turn in the main post, okay? Zeros in the grade book really devastate your overall score. So let's try not to have any of those. Let's get caught up. Those of you that are caught up, keep up the great work. Those of you that are missing a couple items, keep up the good work. You got this. I believe in everybody. This is a great, great course, and you guys are doing overall doing really well. Okay. With that said, let's transition to week number three. Here we go. So as you can see on my screen, I'm scrolling down. I do have week three open. Our topic this week is business structures. Okay. So please get in. You have the lecture business structure material. Please view that, review it after you watch this awesome video that we put together every week for you. And then the sequence of getting into the course of study would be to go through the lecture material, read it verbatim, okay? There's some great stuff in there. Um, you have, you're going to start seeing a rhythm in this class. You have a discussion due every week. You have um, that has to be turned in by Wednesday every week. It has to be turned in by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Why Wednesday? Why the middle of the week? Why not later in the week? Well, because not only do you have to do the main post, which has to be 150 word minimum, you have to respond to three other classmates on three separate days of the week. So when you turn in your main post on Wednesday, excuse me, that allows you Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to respond appropriately to your classmates so you can potentially receive all the points necessary for the discussion. Plus, it also adds, it's like our discussion's a car. It puts gasoline in it. Gasoline gets the car to move. Gives it the energy and the vitality, and it makes our discussion forum awesome. It's already been fantastic. Let's keep it that way. You guys have done a great job responding with your main posts and responding to other classmates. So just a heads up on that, okay? So please check it out. Now, on the discussion this week, you actually have a template. You have to fill that template out. You don't just pick one company on the new business list. You have to open up that template, fill out the entire template, save it as a Word document, and submit that as your main discussion post. Okay. Some people have already turned in their discussion, which is awesome. But remember, you have to fill out the entire new business template. I think there's 10 or 12 different businesses. It's short answer. What kind of business structure would you use and why did you pick that? Okay, so remember that for your main discussion post. All right, let's move on. You have a quiz this week that is due at the end of the week on the 24th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have a reflection paper that is due at the end of this week as well too. Remember, one of the reasons I love to do these live recorded sessions for expectations on each assignment, because there's always word count involved, it seems like. So for your reflection paper, you need to have a 150 word minimum, okay? So check that out. Um, and then you have the business structure project, okay? So please read the directions verbatim. In fact, I'm going to spend the next few minutes covering this because this is your big assignment for week number 3, the business structure project. Let's start with the end in mind. It is due this coming Saturday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. All right. Business structure project. Let's dive into this. You have been given some tools. You've been given a template. Please utilize the template. Fill it out appropriately. And then you're going to add some stuff down at the bottom of that template in an essay format that has to be a 550 word essay. So let's dive into this. Using the business structure template provided, fill in the definitions and advantages and disadvantages of each business structure on the chart under the category of sole proprietorship. A partial example has been started to show you how to fill out the chart, okay? That's the first half of your assignment. Fill the chart out, okay? I believe it's sole proprietorship and two other corporation, and I think it might be limited liability. I haven't looked at the actual template, but you have 3 different categories you have to fill out and give advantages and disadvantages and put everything together in the chart. Once that is done, after you have completed the chart, okay, the following questions below in an essay format, you need to add your essay portion on the template after your chart so you have one submission, okay? So open it up in Word, save the template to your desktop, go in and fill out the chart. Right below the chart, dig in to the essay. Now, what does the essay consist of, okay? So you're going to answer the questions with approximately 550 words that are listed below in the directions here. So you got to open up the directions. You've got to read the directions. So here's what you're going to write about. Answer the following questions in an essay format, approximately 550 words. In assessing your business structure chart the template that you filled out, if you add a sole proprietorship company and wanted to, if you had a sole proprietorship company and wanted to take it global, what structure would be best? And explain why and choose that structure. Okay, that's the first part of your essay. The second part is which business structure has the least amount of risk involved and explain your reasoning as to why it has the least amount of risk. There's no right or wrong answer. It's based upon your thought process and the research and information you have found. So those 2 bullet points, which are at the bottom of the directions of this assignment, the business structure project assignment, you will find all this information that you need. You will find the the template that is required when you open up the actual assignment. Please use it. Put your essay at the bottom of it. Make one submission and turn this in by Saturday this coming week, which is May 24th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. All right, there's week 3, believe it or not. We've covered everything. Again, if you have questions, please reach out early and often. The best way to get a hold of me quickly is through email. You can also text or call me. My phone number is 208-949-3633. I hope everybody has a great week. I look forward to engaging in the discussion with you throughout the rest of this week. If you have questions, please reach out. I look forward to helping you, and I hope we all have a great, productive week. Now, remember, next Monday, the 26th, is the holiday. It is Memorial Day. I always get Labor Day and Memorial Day mixed up. This coming weekend is Memorial Day. Bryant and Stratton College is closed on Monday, May 26th. However, you have access to all your schoolwork and you will be able to continue on as you work towards completion of all these assignments for week number 3. Okay. All right, everybody. Have a terrific day. I look forward to hearing from you soon, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for your time.